Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you.
Wow, that was beautiful, man.
Great song, that one.
And just to think, like, you know, like, just putting on the spot like that, I think the thing that strikes me most about your voice is, you know, you have a very breathy sound, you know, and you have a very distinct sound of your own. You know, it's a depth that has a depth to it.
Other than when you perform, I don't think that you should just concentrate purely on like your presentation. You see a lot of singers out there just concentrating on arm movements and things like that. You got to really think of the songs and think of the words, because then all the actions will come naturally to you.
Yeah, it's true.
You got to be involved in that song. Yeah.
It's true, so true. Like, wow. And like, have you got any favourites at the moment in the way of, like, you know, who you want to work with, or any plans like
who I want to work with? I think I just love singing. It's not really wanting to work with someone. I think you learn off a lot of people, musically, listening and also watching. But it's good to develop your own style, and just going out there performing is such an experience and learning in itself. I don't believe in a lot of lessons and things like that, being told what to do or how to sing. I think a lot of it comes from learning in yourself, learning your own style, and I think that's important.
So it's a passion for you?
It's a passion. It's a love that I have. I've wanted to do this at such a young age, and a lot of people have their dreams, and that's one of mine.
And where do you see it taking you in the future?
The future's very unexpected, I think. Anything could happen. If you just keep working at it, working hard at what you do, just putting 110%, I think, into everything you do, whatever happens, I think you'll achieve in the end.
So have you got a plan though? Is there any plans in the pipeline? Any particular focuses? Like, are you looking to do a CD or?
I don't think I'm really staying narrow-minded in the fact of performing. I think you have to be very broad, because there's not a lot of work out there for performers. As I said before, it's good to be able to know how to dance, sing, and do all those kinds of performing sort of things, you know? And then the jobs will be coming in quicker, and it's like that.
Yeah, it's true, you know. Like, I think there's so many people that are talented out there that have, like, one talent. But I think, you know, to see someone who's been so blessed, that has so many talents, and I can see why people have believed in you, and they're kind of, you know, encouraging you along the way, because they, you know, I can see that you have got a big future in the industry, you know. And at such a young age, it's like, you know, you're just, at the moment, you're like a little uncut diamond, you know. It's just like chisel, it just needs chiseling out.
You've got to stay level-headed though. If you start feeling that you're up yourself, or feeling full of yourself, it just won't work.
Yeah, it's true.
You see a lot of people that are up themselves on stage, and they don't get anywhere.
Well, it's not really doing it for themselves then, is it? It's doing it for the glam of it. It's not doing it because you love it, or
That's
it's
right,
passion.
yeah. And another thing that really, really gets to me is people miming. Oh, that makes me so sick.
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
Being a singer, you've got to sing.
Yeah, it's
There's
true.
no other way to do it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's an emotional thing.
That's
it's
right.
It's all about releasing an emotion.
Yeah.
At that time. And it's like, improvisation is always the best, because it does, I mean, it separates...
Being natural.
Do you know what I mean?
Live is the best.
Yeah, it separates, well, real talent from you know, make-believe. Which we have a lot of, yeah. So, yeah, it's been great having you on the show.
Yes. Thank you.
Good luck with the Channel 9 thing. I know you're going to crank. You'll do really well.
Thanks a lot.
And we'll look forward to having you back on as well, and maybe speak to you in the future about maybe when you're releasing your music, or when you've finished a bit about what you're doing.
For sure.
That'd be really special.
Okay.
It's been a real pleasure having you on the show, and we'll look forward to seeing you then.
Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, Nathan is actually playing at the Petersham RSL Club in Regent Street on the 8th of August at 8 p.m. That's the night after Women's Night. So there is something for the fellas out there as well as the girls. So if you're free on the Saturday, the 8th of August, we've got Nathan down at the Petersham RSL. So yeah, we've actually got Vincenzo with us at the moment. Hi Vincenzo.
Hi Wendy.
So you've come all the way down from Perth.
Yep. I've come on holidays, see the country.
Wow. And originally I think you became a Christian, I believe, in Perth.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. Yeah, I was just walking down the street. Just came out of Brash's and just bought a CD. The band was Garbage, and just walked around the corner and there was John Caputo, and he asked me what was the CD. I said, "Oh yeah, Garbage," and he said, "Yeah, what was it called?" And just went on from there. A week before, another Christian, Eric, he sort of, had a conversation with me down the street, and but I don't know, he sort of thought that I wasn't interested, so he didn't say anything. Now, I don't know if you've heard of John Caputo, but he's an ice hockey player, and he used to be number 3 in Australia.
Really? And what's John doing with himself now?
Oh, all kinds of things. He practically works 24 hours a day. He doesn't actually get much sleep. He security at night time and mini excavators, during the day. They sort of dig foundations and things like that.
Another man of many talents.
And he also works for the church. He helps the leader in Perth.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's an intern, or?
Oh no, he's the church is very small, so they can't really afford things like interns. But he is very involved with it and spends most of his time doing all that.
So did he initially ask you to go along to the church? Did he study the Bible with you?
Yeah. He studied the Bible for 3 weeks, and after 3 weeks or so, I thought, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
So what was your life like before you became a Christian, and how did your life change when you became a Christian?
Well, before I became a Christian, work really. I'm an engineer, and I went to uni for 6 years, and after that I went to work, and basically it was work. On the weekends I would probably hang out with friends and things like that. I used to watch a lot of Japanese animation, things like that. Basically it was very routine, and but afterwards, it was amazing. The week after I was baptised, there was a river cruise, like a banquet for the first year that the church was in Perth, and since then it's just been non-stop. It's really life has just taken it's a higher level, really.
Higher level of life.
Yeah, it's like 100 times more people. A lot of more. I mean, I've just had a holiday around Australia, and every single city I already know. 50 people. Went to Brisbane. The church is 100 people. Within hours, I had 50 new friends. Melbourne. Practically half the church want me to stay there. It's great, and been in Sydney for about 5 days now, and it's having heaps of fun.
Yeah. So I know the first night when you arrived, I actually physically met you on Sunday outside the church, and I think I think just the instant kind of reflection of a Christian to a Christian is that you automatically know where you've come from, and that now that you have a relationship with God, that your life has changed, and that you are already thinking similarly along the same lines, that you want to put the Bible into practice, you want to do the right thing, and
definitely
that you have everything in common.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that strikes me about you as well. I know that when you first arrived, we actually hung out with Frank, who works here at the paparazzo, who works here at the show, and we actually went and we had dinner, and then afterwards we went on and we went to a baptism that night.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about how zealous everyone was there, and it was wow, how he went under the water, and it was a pretty incredible experience.
Yeah, definitely.
So
you couldn't imagine a more zealous crowd at a football match.
It's true, isn't it? I mean, there was maybe 10 disciples there, and it was really, there might as well have been 1,000 people there. It was so loud. Yeah. Everyone was so ecstatic.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah, I was thinking that the church it's always been considered bigger than it is. Like the Melbourne church, once it was written about, and they thought it was a church of 600, and it was really only a church of 200. So it's just it's an amazing crowd. Yeah.
So before you became a Christian, what was your visions and dreams before you were a Christian, and how would you say that they've changed now, having become a Christian?
Well, before I was a Christian, basically career. And making money, I guess. Used to be, try and get as many things as I can, get the best car I can get, best sound system. But the thing is that those things, they don't make you happy. It's much more important to just have a relationship with God, just to really, just to really understand, that, life is better when you're just giving and not constantly taking, and people don't realise it. They think that they're going to be happy by